Hello folks, and welcome to this episode of the Appalachian History Detectives. We are on a new permission, and I am actually here as a guest to Mr. Chad. This is Chad. Today Chad is using his Garrett AT Pro, just the same as I am. And Chad is a new detectorist. He reached out to me through a Facebook Garrett fan page, right? Was it Garrett? I think that's where I made a comment. You was asking about the detector, some technical questions or something. I commented on it. Anyway, we found it out that we lived real close to each other. So this permission is a special permission because the word is that this house that we're going to be detecting was built by a Civil War vet. And it was built in the 1800s, later 1800s. Don't know what we'll find. I've already been here. I kind of walked it with Chad. It's a beautiful day out here. I look for a great day, great time to be out here with Chad. And I will show you the house because we're coming up on it right now. Right here it is. This is the house. We're going to be going all around this house here. And this is on a big tract of land. And we're going to go over all this land right here. There's an old barn right there. There's some sheds right there. And then there's a lane out there, a country lane that goes to the rest of this land. And hopefully we're going to hit all this. And whatever we find, you're going to see because you're with us. All right, this is my first plug. And there's iron in here. I already know it because I heard it. But I did hear some high tones in here. And as I was pulling out, I already see a nail. Right here. It's right in the plug. It is a square nail, which is good, but I've got something in the plug here, and I don't know if it's iron, but let's take a look. It's going to be right in here. Look, right here. It is a dime. See that? But it is a modern dime. It is a rosy dime. So the first target today, we find a rosy dime. And I can't tell what the date of that is. It looks like it's 1975. So we got a nice 1973 or 75 rosy dime. This one's jump anywhere from a 23 to a 90. And this is iron, I have no doubt, but I want to see what time period this iron is coming from. So I'm going to dig this. There's something right here. I don't know if that's iron or if that's a rock. Let's take a look. Let's go back here a little bit. Pull it out. There we go. I think we got it. All right. So looky there. We got a piece of a horseshoe. And it was a high reading. It was a high reading horseshoe. You can see where the nail went into it. And it's an old square nail. All right. It's not bad. Let's keep going. I found that horseshoe right here. Let's see if this is part of it right here. It's jumpy because there's a lot of iron in here. But I think, yep, right there it is. It is a shell casing. It is a rim-fired shell casing. I just want to show you how well laid these stones are in this chimney. Isn't that beautiful? And right up there is actually some initials. You can't see it from down here, but I can see it. It says AP, April 11, 1883. So April the 11th, 1883. And today, you probably won't see this until summer, late summer even. But today is April the 4th. So, April the 11th, 1883, and today we're April the 4th, 2020. So this house is almost 150 years old right now. That's pretty cool. Right, here is the outhouse, or the privy, as some might call. And this, you can see where they've shot buckshot in here. So, yeah, look at that. It's a two-seater. There's a bird nest up there. There's a light that had power to it. They even put wallpaper in there. It's probably one of the fanciest outhouses I've ever seen. To be of this age. It's got a metal roof. Man, look at that. I mean, it's got sheet metal roofing. I would say they use this quite some time. You can see a lot of trash. There's a lot of trash on the ground. We're hitting into a lot of trash. So I'm actually going to go away from the house a little bit, because whoever lived here did a lot of shooting. There's a lot of shells. I've hit pistol shells, 22 shells, rifle shells, shotgun shells, and I'm not showing you all those because there's just so many of them. So I'm going to get away from the house a little bit, and I'm going to go, look down here. I'm going to look down here. There's actually a cellar here coming out. There's a well down here, and there's a spring down there. I'm going to go down there. We'll check those places out. If we don't do any good here, we're going to start looking at the other part of the property. All right. There's a baby copperhead. He's got a diamond head. I normally don't show digging up jar lids, but he was hiding underneath that lid right there.
Yeah, it's definitely not a garter snake. I'd say copperhead.
Don't let him bite you. And be daggone careful. Yeah, he's got round eyes. I don't think he is, but I don't know. If anybody out there has ever seen a baby copperhead, normally their head is triangular, and I can't tell if his is round or triangular. He might not be a copperhead. But if he is, man, they're real poisonous at this stage in their life.
It's pretty.
Yeah, it could be a corn snake too. I'll cover him back up. We'll leave whatever treasure's down in that hole. So, have you found anything?
Nah.
Nothing yet.
Trash and modern coins, that's about it.
Oh, well,
People wishing that they were as loose with their coins 100 years ago as they were 25 years ago.
Yeah, well, we might find some yet. All right, let's keep moving. An interesting discovery. This looks like it's a tunnel that goes back this way. And there's this heavy stone on top of it. And it's not the well, because we found the well. I think this is a spring that went into the house up there. I'll have to get the aqua chigger to come out here and take a look at this. You'll probably want to go crawling up in there. But it's interesting. It was built by a Civil War soldier. Did he have a way of escape that maybe he's fearful? A lot of these were Confederate sympathizers in here. Maybe he had a secret tunnel to get out of the house, so when the Union pickets would come, he had a way of escape without them seeing him. I don't know, but it's interesting. Alright, digging in this hole, and it's not very deep. It's in the hole. Oh, this is it. Well, It's lead. It actually looks like, this looks like the top of a lantern. Top of a lantern is what this is. Maybe we'll find the rest of it up here somewhere. Alright, that's my first real artifact that's non-bullet, non-aluminum, and non-modern trash. But that is a lantern top. Thought I'd show you guys this spring house. You see the hillsides right here? And it's all forested. And here is a nice, lovely running spring. I wonder if there's any coins in there. Any gold, but you can see where they could dip their bucket down in there. And it's got a pretty good flow of water. Can you see the water there running? I mean, it's got a good flow of water. So I don't know how many gallons per minute this is. And the house that's right up there. And there's Chad up there digging. Okay, I wanted to show you guys this. This is a, well, let me give you an overview here. Here's the shed. And this shed is here by the house. There's Chad over there. He's digging clad. We found the snake right over there. But I wanted to show you, this rim board. And this is typically, we call these sills today, the sill board or the header. But this is an old log, and you can see how they took an adze and chopped this to level this off. Isn't that cool? And then, like here, you can see here where they notched it. Can you see where they notched down into it to put this jam? You can see where they notched it here. So they put this jam in here, and then they actually notched it to put it in here. So we may swing in here. We may see if we can find anything in here other than old square nails. But look, isn't that cool? There's an attic in this place. Let me see here. Got a strong hit here. It's reading a 99, so we're going to see what that is. See if I popped it out. It's deep. It was reading deep. It's in the plug, but it's not sounding so good now. So it's probably aluminum trash. Now that's probably it right there. I don't know what that is. I don't know, it's a lid to something, but it's just falling apart. This is what I found. Looky here. Looky there. That's an old one. Look at the patina on that. Boy, that's a small spoon. Yep. Boy, it's real coppery. You can see all the dark green on there. All right, here we go. you see what I found so far. I found this. This looks like the top of a lantern. Maybe, and the wick went up through there. I don't know what this is. Not yet, anyway. I found this little drawer pull. It's wood. I found these little gears. This could have been a clock. Maybe a clock. I found that and all these little buttons right there. Isn't that interesting? I can find any more. I see something back over there. I think there's a ring back there. Doesn't look that old. You can see the logs. See the logs up here? You see the logs? Still have the bark on them. Okay. I can't get the camera down in there that easy. It's very, very tight. But I just wanted to show you some of the things we pulled out of there. And Chad's right here. Chad found something interesting. What you got? Yep, that's crockery. And yeah, I mean, could be old. I mean, they were using crockery for making kraut and stuff like that, clear up until, geez, probably the 1950s. But I got a couple things I want to show you. You guys have already seen it. So that,
oh, that's cool.
Yep, it's copper because it's got a real gold, real green patina on that. So
yeah, that's neat.
Yeah, it's old. I mean, it's got the bowl is real shallow. It's real thin. I mean, that's probably 1800s right there. And this, I was thinking this may have went to the top of that, you know, to the top of that lantern top over there. But I found that over here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was over in here. You know, there's quite a bit of artifacts down underneath here, so, you know, pending the snakes, we may take a look underneath there some more. All right? I brought Chad over here because I wanted to show him what everything had been pulled out of. Whoops, sorry about that. Pulled out from underneath that building. But you get down here, Chad. Does that look like pearl to you? Chad was thinking that this could be pearl, but I think it is. Look at that. See that chip right there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like cut them out of the shell. The oyster shell.
Yeah, I think that's a pearl. Let's see. If you guys think that's a pearl, I mean, it does not look plastic to me at all. That looks like it's pearl. Now this one here is, it isn't plastic and it isn't pearl, but look at that, it's almost chalky. See that?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think that is? I mean,
possible to be like a stone?
Or wood?
Or...
This could be wood, maybe, or some kind of porcelain. And this one here also looks like shell. This is definitely oyster shell. You can see the laminate. It was like delaminating. I think that's oyster shell. That's pretty cool. I think this one was also oyster shell. See that? Yeah, you can see it right there. So I think, let me pull these back. If I got too close for you guys, I'm sorry. And you have the Church of the Brethren. It's kind of cool. That's a cool little button there. But I think these three here are oyster shell. And I'm not so sure what that is. And then these two, I believe, are just plastic. Of course, that one could be oyster shell too. I can't really tell. Yeah, I think it is. I think these are all oyster shells. And then these gears are probably brass. I don't know if all of this went together. I found them kind of in different spots, but they kind of do look, they go together. And if you guys tell me what this thing is, I think it's maybe an old clock, an old alarm clock. And of course that lantern top. And these over here, I don't really know what those, I don't know what that is. But these are definitely artifacts. And those are pretty cool artifacts. So if you guys know, if you guys think these are oyster shells, please let us know. I wanted to show you, I just pulled this little cork top bottle right here. And this piece of leather strap with these brass rivets, and they were right here underneath there. And I saw these under there, and I pulled these out of there. So right now, actually, my best finds of the day are underneath these old buildings right here. You can see there's an iron piece of thing there. Look, there's a huge lid right there. And this is a pretty cool old shed building. But very interesting. Who knows how old this is? This here could very well be 100 years old or even older. In this bottle, it says Ron Glowin, Gloen, Glowin. I'll clean this up. I'll clean this up and see what this says. All right, that's pretty cool. Hole here. Okay, here it is. It's a real good find. This is my first button of the day. Still got the shank on it. Yep. So actually, this may predate that old house. Got a flat button. I'll let Chad take a look at it. It's old. There's no marking on the back. Typically, if you have lettering around the edges or anything, anywhere from 1810 to 1830, because that doesn't necessarily mean it's definitely in the 1700s, but I believe this is a 1700s, late 1700s era flat button. Look how thin that is. It's amazing to find it right here. There's the house, there's the buildings. You know, we've been digging, or actually we've just been searching around those buildings. So most of the artifacts you've seen me find has just been right there around the buildings. So here we found a nice flat button right here in this field. So maybe there might be more. Might be an old homestead up here. Hello folks, I am going to do a wrap up and hit the road. Chad is still in the woods somewhere. I lost him. There's a lot of land on here, and we got separated looking for chimney stacks and old home sites. And it's just starting getting late on us. He's out there. I know he's out there. I'll go check on him, but I've got to do my wrap up now, and I got to hit the road. And I thought I would show you everything that I found on this trip. Good stuff. Didn't find a whole lot of stuff, but everything we found was really good stuff. Starting with the junk, you know, here's just the junk that I found. Then we found an old cork bottle, and this here, this is a lantern top. These oyster shell buttons here, these gears that went to a clock or something, all of those, and these rivets in this piece of leather were found underneath the old storage buildings out there. The spoon, this lantern top piece, the coins and the flat button The horseshoe, I didn't. Yeah, I might have filmed that, but I know I didn't film this. This is a piece of lead, it's nice and heavy. It's just an old lead bullet. It's busted pretty bad. I don't know if it was shot or melted, but all of those, I dug all of that up. And I thought this was an interesting button, and it is one of those that you put on like that. My find of the day, well, you know, I like the spoon. I thought that spoon was really cool. It's old. Oops, and this flat button is really old. And those were cool finds. The clad, this is a clad, these aren't silver. You know, and I love how these look. But there it is. I'll clean some of this stuff up. You'll see it in on the finds at the end. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you had fun. We had fun. Didn't find any Civil War stuff. I was a little disappointed in that, but you never know. These houses have been lived in. A lot of the stuff that we found here is the coins. All that was in the 70s. Lots of trash in the yard. Whoever lived here last, they shot a lot of bullets in the area. It was almost like a shooting match, and there's a lot of beer cans. So I didn't do a lot of detecting right up against that house because of that. But I hope you guys had a great time. I had a great time. I know Chad had a great time, and hopefully he comes out of the woods here soon. Until then, we'll see you all in the next episode. Bye bye.